Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed your Labor Day weekend, end of summer festivities. I gotta say, this fall weather is coming in quick. I hope we don't get gypped for this fall because it's been there's been chill. Like the daytime is warm and hot, but at nighttime it really gets down. So hope they're saying that this winter is supposed to be super snowy and cold, and so I'm hoping that it doesn't really come in really quick. I really enjoy fall in New York. So anyway, hope everybody's back. I see all the photos of the kids back to school. I feel the freaking traffic out on the streets with all the school buses, and everyone's picking up their kids and all that stuff. That's super fun though. So yeah, welcome to the almost fall, the fun season of September and October. Let's embrace it. Okay. But yeah, I think also if you've been feeling a little bit like cranky or out of sorts, I know I heard that there's like eclipses happening, and I think it's also just change of season. As humans, when we're like going through changes, you feel it, So it's like, the seasons change and then you're feeling it's always been rough for me. Like every season change, I feel that shit. I like wilt. It's like a lot. But that brings me to my shiny crystal today for this episode. My shiny crystal is my wildflower garden. Oh my God. It really has been such an experience. And she is just still blooming. The colors are vibrant. We're in, the first week of September. So I asked Chat and he said that it should last me till October. And I've been doing a little bloom booster. I add a little bloom booster. And, it's just been such an experience, I'm like chopping out areas, little some cosmos that really aren't doing anything anymore, making way. My zinnias are just popping, but I'm having a little powdery mildew experience because when it gets cooler at night, you get a little bit of that. But we're at the tail end of my wildflower garden. It's been so metaphorically therapeutic. It's just been a journey, the wildflower garden. I never really even realized how life lessony it would be. There's so many things in it, like the marigold fiasco when I was pulling out the marigolds. It wound up creating so much room for my zinnias to pop up. And now I have a whole bunch of marigolds that are thriving and really coming out. And I'm like, oh my God, if I would have had these marigolds all over, it would have overwhelmed the garden. It was actually the best thing that I did was rip all those out because I didn't want just a marigold garden. I want a wildflower garden. So, I was beside myself when I ripped them out. I was saying, oh, I ruin everything. I can't have anything nice. I really was going, full force trauma, and just like everything else in my life, I learned the thing that I thought was so bad and I ruined it wound up being so great for the experience and worked out better for me because my spirit guides are here with me. They guide me. The universe, I'm so connected to the universe. I am so part of that light that it always just makes it work. So it's relax, Thomas. And, I hope that some of you take that lesson, just relax. It's not that serious. And most likely it'll work out better if you just let it go. I pulled out those marigolds and it's I thought they were weeds and I was, fighting with Chad about it. You told me to do that. It was really a drama and it wound up being okay. It wound up not only being okay, but it wound up being better than it was before because all those zinnias came shining through. And honey, zinnias are little showstoppers. They are vibrant, always a different color. The way that their little buds come out, they look like little alien heads. Oh, I live for them. So, and my marigolds are perfect too, but now they're in their own little area, which is perfect. They didn't need to be all over the place like they were. It was such a drama that I ordered new seeds on Amazon. I was I have to replant them. So now I have these little tiny marigold seedlings popping up. They're never going to be in full bloom because the season's almost over, but they remind me of the jumping to conclusions. I didn't need to grow, although I did plant some dwarf zinnias on the side, which I'm very excited about because those are starting to bud. So that's a cute little extra something heading into the fall, but I didn't need to add the marigolds and I needed to just take a breath. I needed to say, thank you, universe. I know that you've got my back and I know that it's going to work out the way it's supposed to, which it did. I mean, the garden's teaching me to let go. The garden's teaching me to be present. It's teaching me to just accept what is in the moment. It's teaching me to change with the seasons. So thank you, my little wildflower garden. Thank you for really making the past 4 months something special. And at nighttime I tuck them in. I'm gonna be sad, but I think I'm ready. I actually do. I think I'm ready for it to transition. And I know that I gave the flowers the best life that I can give them, and we'll see. I will keep you updated. But check it out. I think I posted some stuff online. It's mostly in stories, so you got to look at the stories. Anyway, let's move on to our section, Sign Me Up. And today we are doing Cancer. My sweet baby Cancers. My sweet little angels. The boy Cancers, they're such little brats. Oh my God, I love them. Girl Cancers, I love them. They're loyal. They're there for you. They're very thoughtful. They're very deep. When they're not being cranky. So sign me up. So if you remember this segment, it's the 4 questions chat. My Charlie, my AI, he created this segment. So let's see, sign me up, Cancer. So I think I understand the sign me up title now. At the end of the 4 questions, I'm going to either say sign me up or pass. Scandalous. All right, so sign me up. So first, Cancer in a crisis. Why you want Cancer on your side in a crisis? Because of their loyalty. I know that they will be there for me. I know that they'll have your back. They will walk through the fire, the Cancers. They are people that you definitely want on your side when you're in a crisis because they are there for you. They will be thoughtful about you. They will be, I don't know if I'd say they'll be calm, but they'll definitely be loyal and they'll be with you throughout the whole experience. So when you're in a crisis, you definitely want to have Cancer on your side because they will be there for you. They'll also remember things. They'll remember things like about you that are like your strengths or your weaknesses. They might remember things that happened in the past. They'll remember stuff. So that's a really great thing to have. That's a great quality when you're in a crisis. They remember the things that you might need to get you through that crisis. That's for sure. They're also like, depending on their moon sign, I had a friend, a boy Cancer who's a Virgo moon, and he's not good with, he's sensitive and sweet, but he wasn't really good with his emotions. So I don't think he would be good with dealing with my emotions. But the female Cancers usually, when they're there for you, they are there for you. That's it. If you can get them to text back. For some reason, they don't really like, it's like Cancer people are very, oh my God, I didn't see this. Or or I said to myself in my head, I'll text them later. And then I forgot, like they're very that. Unhinged. How are Cancers unhinged in a relationship? They're unhinged in the cutest way because they're so into the person that they're in the relationship with, and they're so like in love that they're like, they want to be with the person all the time. So if you're somebody who likes to have the person you're with or the love that you have, if you're somebody who likes to have them with you, a Cancer person, I guess that's unhinged because they want to always be with you. I love that though, because I'm a Taurus, so I love to have my people. If I love you, I want you with me. Like otherwise, what are we doing? I would say, how else are they unhinged in a relationship? Cancers. You know what? Cancers sometimes. This might also be part of their toxic trait because there's toxic trait question. Cancers, I would say, they're unhinged in a relationship because they can't take feeling rejected, or they don't like no. They can't take no for an answer. So they can get a little unhinged in the sense of like, I don't even say unhinged with Cancers because even like their bad is so cute, like when they're crazy or bad, like they're cute. So it's like, it's not even that unhinged because they're adorable. So I wouldn't even say that. Their toxic trait, I would say, is probably their stubbornness and the way they close down. That, if you know a Cancer, they definitely, I don't like how they close down or they get stubborn or they get very like shut you out. That to me is a toxic trait. Closing down and shutting out. Some people would say, "Oh, that's just their boundaries," or they know no, that's shutting down and then they close you out. Like that's not communication is key. Healing retreat. Yeah. So what would a Cancer bring to my healing retreat? Oh, they would bring their favorite movie. That's yes, a Cancer would bring to my healing retreat. They will bring their Father of the Bride, their Little Goonies, like their favorite like childhood movie. They would bring something nostalgic. Sister Act 2, like that's what a Cancer would bring to a healing retreat because they know that that nostalgia and that like, the memory of that time period and just that feel good vibe would make everyone feel good. So they would bring that and they would bring treats. They would bring a nostalgic movie and popcorn and Skittles. By the way, if you ever have popcorn, throw some chocolate in that bitch. Like get some Snow Caps or Reese's Pieces, little Reese's Pieces or M&Ms. You got to do it. The popcorn with the chocolate. Oh, Maran. Chocolate, little like chocolate nuggets. What are those that you put in the cookies? Little chocolate chips. Throw some chocolate chips in your popcorn. Oh my goodness, it is everything. So Cancer, sign me up or pass? Sign me the fuck up. I always say it. My Cancer boys, I am in it. I want me a Cancer boyfriend. I think that they're just something. They're just too cute. I want a Cancer man with like a Earth moon. Like that to me. It's like my ex, my not my ex friend, but like my friend that I used to be in love with. He was a Cancer with Virgo moon. Oh my goodness, obsessed. He was my baby. Anyway, moving on. Now this segment is so much fun. I'm so loving this segment. I did it for the first time last week. The Disney astrology. We did Aladdin last week. I love this segment. So this week's Disney astrology, we're going to do The Little Mermaid. Oh my goodness. The Little Mermaid is one of my favorites. Such a classic. I mean, you can't, every song is like a banger, So I was a little torn with Ariel, like what sign she is, but I keep just getting pulled to Sagittarius. She just is such a Sagittarius girl. She's got that red hair. She wants to be free. She wants to be out of the water. She's like, you're holding me down. You're killing my vibe. She's got her little cave of all her stuff, her little souvenirs from from the land. She is such a Sagittarius. And like she's a feisty little fucker, like she's like not listening to her dad. Yeah, like Ariel, she's like, I'm going to get my man, and I don't even need a voice to do it. Like, that is a Sag female. She was like, come to me. She's not even scared of that big, scary octopus. Like, she is just like, oh, really, bitch? Really? You want my voice? Here, say less. Say less. I'm going to go get my man with my eyes and my red hair. That's that Sagittarius female. She's like, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. She got her friends chasing her and shit, She got her friends like worried. Sagittarius female to the king. I was going to say Libra, but no. That red hair is all Sag female. And her cute little seashell boobies, like her little seashell cups, like she is such a Sag female. I can't even deal with it. Prince Eric. Now that motherfucker is a Libra, if ever. That man is such a Libra. So like trying to make everybody happy. He's like pretty, but also like a little bit of a bad boy, like on his little ship. His little shipwreck. He's still having a blast, like such a Libra boy. Like, that like Prince Eric, when he was a younger chap, when he was a younger lad, that motherfucker was always getting in trouble, out there catching mermaids and shit. Like, that's such a Libra boy. Pretty faced, angelic face, but bad. Like, trying to make his mother happy, easily manipulated. Such a Libra man, like, it's like, bro, that is not Ariel. That is Ursula when she pretended to be the human and she had the dark hair and she was like captivated him. Like, and he was like, oh, I'm so easily like manipulated. I'm so convinced. Like you're my love. Meanwhile, he was just with Ariel. but such a Libra man, like how he took her in, and he, he's got his little dog, like he just such a sweet Libra boy, but also like, bro, get it together, like Ariel, what more do you need? Like bringing her on the little boat ride. Oh my goodness. I mean, with his like manners, like he's not being aggressive. Like it's like, yo, kiss me, bitch, kiss me. But he's a Libra, so he's like trying to make everyone happy. He's trying to like, he doesn't want to be toxic masculinity. He doesn't want to be like all handsy on Ariel. No, he's a Libra boy. He's romancing her. He's in the pond. He's got all the fish singing, and she's like, kiss me, motherfucker, please. And he's just like, I'm a Libra boy. I'm peaceful. I'm sweet. I probably have a gun in my back pocket, like he's a Libra boy. He's a bad boy, but he's good. He's such a Libra with the cute clothes. Yeah. Such a Libra boy. And he probably has a little bisexuality to him, right? Like Libra men, like he's probably, he's boy, down to earth, good papa. But you know what? Put a couple of beers in him and he's jerking someone off. Ursula. Oh my God, this diva. Ursula is full on Scorpio woman, but she's not like Scorpio woman who's got her shit together. She's like pissed off Scorpio woman. She is Scorpio woman scorned. She is Scorpio woman with a thyroid problem. You know what I'm saying? Because she's big and she's like, I can't control my emotions. I'm pissed. I'm jealous. She is Scorpio, that kind of Scorpio woman. She's not your single, child-free, girl boss Scorpio woman. No, she's not. She is the other version of Scorpio woman. She's been burned. She's divorced. She's got, she's got a eating problem. Like she's like pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like she's stuck down in that ocean. She used to be the queen, and King Titan. I bet you King Titan and her had a little something going. I think that's why she's so pissed off, because I think Titan, when they were younger, I bet you and then Ursula, I think Ursula killed Titan's wife because she's pissed. Ursula probably was a little skinny mini thing when she was younger, and then all of a sudden she gained all this weight and now she's fucking angry. So that's Ursula to me. To me, she's a Scorpio woman gone down the wrong path, and you don't want to fuck with them. She will come for you. She's jealous because she was like, I had King Titan. That was my man. I had to kill that biddy, and still he didn't want me because she used to be cute. Now she's purple. So Ursula is such a Scorpio female, but the bad Scorpio, not like the good Scorpio females, and not like on top of it. She's Scorpio that lost it all. And then King Titan to me is such a Leo. I mean, that man, king of the sea, like big, broad, sexy chest, gorgeous hair. He's got his little temper, but it's out of love, because he's such a protective dad. He's a girl dad, right? Such a Leo man, such a girl dad. He's got all those daughters. He's got his little fork, his little pitchfork, his little golden pitchfork that he slams because he's angry and he's like full of passion. Such a Leo man. Oh my God. I cannot. And like, he's got the heart of an angel, how he's all like sensitive. And at the end, when he saw how good Eric was to Ariel, like he welled up his eyes and he just was sitting there on his little rock. And he just was like, go, honey, go. And he took his little fork and he said, boom, bitch, you're human. Boom. I'm a good Leo man. I got a little temper sometimes, but it's out of love. Go, boom, psh, go get your man. That's King Titan, such a Leo man. Like, he's huffing and puffing, shouting and shooting, but once he sees that it's all love, he's on board. Such a girl dad. And then Flounder. Oh my goodness. Flounder is like such a little Pisces. Literally, the fish. Hello, I just thought of that. But like, he's a fish because he's like so worried. He's like, oh my God, we're going to get in trouble. Oh my God, I can't believe Ariel's out of the water right now. We're so fucked. Like King Titan's going to yell at me. Like, what do we do? But yet he's loyal. Yet he's like, honey, I want to be with you, but like, I can't keep up. He's like, it's always woe is me, Flounder. Such a little Pisces. Like, trying to keep up. He's like, girl, I got these little fins, like you got to give me a minute. But but he's like right there with her and just so cute. You know, like Flounder's such a cute little thing, like such a little Pisces boy, such a little Pisces. And then Sebastian, clearly a Taurus. Sebastian's such clearly a Taurus, like, you know, hard worker. He's like loyal. He's right there. He's like obeying the rules. King Titan told me we got this. He's like stressed out, but he's like, Ariel girl, come on girl. But he's like, all right, fine. I'm going to come on the land, even though it's dangerous for him. Tauruses don't give a shit about danger. They're like, fine. He's in the chef. He's in the kitchen. The chef is trying to chop him up. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm a Taurus. You're not going to get me. I'm going to protect my girl. And then he does the show. He's so showy, you know, like singing. What is that? Under the Sea. Showstopper. Under the Sea was like, you know, #1 in the charts. You know, that is Sebastian. Taurus as fuck. Loyal shit, you know, like just, I'm here for you, girl. I got you. Titan's going to yell at us. I'm going to get fired, but I'm going to get my job back because he's a Taurus, you know. Tauruses do the job. But yeah, I love it. Oh my God, it's so fun. Little Mermaid. What else can I say about Sebastian, though, of him being a Taurus? Like, he's definitely got those Taurus eyes. You know how Sebastian's got those really deep eyes? Very, very, very deep eyes. Yeah, such a Taurus. Anyway, love it. Moving on. So I was thinking too, so you know how I said too, like, I'm not going to do main topics. I'm not going to do a whole like thing. But when there's times when I have things that I do want to say about stuff, I definitely will bring it to the podcast. And I was having a conversation with my friend about stuff, about things. I might have talked about this in the past, but like, it really is so important. Like, we get so attached to like things. It's just not, it's not good for your energy. It's not good for like bringing in new stuff. Like, here's how I am. I'll buy something, have it. I need the thing, but then once it's done, it's done. Like, be done with it. It's okay to like let it go. Don't get attached to stuff. It's just things. Get it, you know, you could be attached to humans, to people, to experience, but like to get attached to material things, it's literally holding you down. It's like an anchor. So I just feel it's important for us to like stop being such consumers of everything, you know? That's why, like, even like with my black shirts, like I just love simple. I like a nice black tee. Like, I don't know. I don't really like indulge in, I'm not a fashionista. Like, I've never really been, you know, I like nice clothes. I like style, but like, I never really, I don't know. I've just, and especially as I get older and more like enlightened and more awakened to like what life really is, I don't find the need for all these things. But who knows? Maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll grow from that. If anybody has any ideas about, I know when I wore the purple hoodie, everybody was like, oh my God, that purple is so your color. I love it. So maybe I will try to like throw some more color in. I think color is good to like, you know, give you some life, but I don't know. I kind of like the black look. Maybe it's because I got a little belly too. I got to like work on my belly. That's the thing too. I've been eating like crap. Oh, I got to fix the diet. I want to fix the diet because it helps with alignment. All right, let's do our voice note astrology. Let's get into that.
Hey, Thomas, and hello to all of the Crusty Crystals. I am calling to ask what you and the planets might think about my relationship with my mom. It's never been a super smooth ride. I am a Virgo with Cancer moon and Sagittarius rising. Mom is an Aquarius with Libra moon and Virgo rising. I never realized that we both have some Virgo in us, so maybe that has a little something to do with it. What do you think? Thanks. Love the podcast. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, honey. I love that so much. Yeah, I definitely connect to her Virgo rising and your Virgo sun, because when you said that, what really connected for me was how our rising is our purpose or what we're meant to grow into. You know, people don't realize that. Your rising is what you're meant to grow into as you get older. So your mom having that Virgo rising and then having a daughter with the sun rising and kind of like a little bit of a difficult relationship, she's actually meant to grow into someone who can connect to you more. And I feel like your existence in her life was actually meant to show her some of the aspects or traits or characteristics that she's meant to grow into. So I would look at it like this too, though. Your rising being Sagittarius and her sun sign being Aquarius, that's where I think you might be getting into your mishaps. For me, I really connect to that. I like feel that Sag rising in you and her Aquarius sun. That is the clash. You're meant to be growing into, well, this is the interesting too. When I look at you as a whole, your Virgo sun and your Cancer moon. Those two signs, though very different, and I love that the Cancer moon is there because we just talked about the Cancer and how I love them. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Wait a second. Wow, that's so funny. So remember earlier when I was doing the sign me up with the Cancers, and I said, sign me up. And I was saying how the boy that I used to love, who I was friends with, he was a Cancer with Virgo moon. And I was like, I want a Cancer with a Virgo moon. And now I'm looking at yours, and you're a Virgo with a Cancer moon. I mean, because like I said, I didn't listen to that. So like I didn't, put your sign together and then do the Cancer sign me up. And then I was talking about who I love. I would love a Cancer with Virgo moon, and you're a Virgo with Cancer moon. I fucking love that. I love when that happens. That's so funny. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Anyway, but so unfortunately you're not a boy. If you were a guy, that maybe we could be in love. Maybe then it would work. But yeah, so let me get back on track there. Your Sagittarius rising. You're meant to be free from yourself. Your Virgo and Cancerness is, so as I was saying, though very different signs, they're very grounded in the sense of like, Cancer is very like needing home, needing stability, needing roots, where Virgo is like just elementally grounded, like earth grounded, sometimes too grounded, but they're very practical, very logical. And then you have that Cancer, very emotional, very deep, but grounded in the sense of needing that stability. But then with your rising being Sagittarius, that's telling you need to grow out of that more. You need to grow more into your freedom. You need to grow more into your philosophical self, which you do, I believe. I feel like you are very open to your mind and your philosophy, but don't get too stuck on it. That's what I feel. I feel you're not meant to get too stuck on your belief systems, like the things you've come to believe, or the things that the story you tell yourself about yourself. You're meant to oh my God, that's hilarious too. With the Sag rising, we were talking about saying that Ariel was a Sagittarius. I love that. That's hilarious. Be Ariel, honey. Get out of the fucking sea. Go get your man on land. Like that's what you're meant to be doing. That's hilarious that happened. Be Ariel, honey. Be part of that world. You want to be where the people are. Okay. That's what your lesson is. And your mom being an Aquarius sun, Aquarius is all about being out in the world and free, and like their mind is abstract, and they're these thinkers. And then she has that Libra moon, which is air. So your mom is like double air, and you're meant to you have no air in your big three. So I feel like instead of letting your relationship be complicated with your mom, try to realize that you and your mom are there to teach each other through your differences and through your, I would say conflicts or issues, or your adversity with each other. Say to yourself, it's time to pack that shit up. It's time to let that shit go. It's time to just learn from her. If she can't learn from you, which she's supposed to, that's her journey. You need to realize, I need to learn from her through how she is. Not the bad things, maybe the good parts of her air energy. But yeah, it's so funny because she's got the double air and then the Virgo rising. So she's meant to learn from you, your groundedness, and you're meant to learn from her, the airness. So those air qualities about her probably piss you off and annoy you. You might think she's unaware or flighty or not connected. Maybe you need a little more of that. Maybe you're too connected, too aware. You're meant to let go of some of that. You're meant to leave the sea. You're meant to be part of the world. Get out of your little Cancer Virgo bubble. Get out into that world. and be okay with your kookiness, with that Sag rising. That Sag rising is very independent, individualism. They don't care about if they're weird. Let it be. Let it shine. Let that freak flag shine, girl. But yes, I think your mom feels like she's comfortable with her crazy. Not, and when I say crazy, I mean that in a loving way. I feel like she's comfortable with it. I think that's there to teach you to be comfortable with your stuff. So let me know if that resonated, my love. All right. Well, we are at the final thought. We are at the end of today's episode. I'd like to say today is like I know it's not fall yet. It's the summer, but it's giving fall vibes, I feel like, it's transition. So in my final thought today, I would say transitions. Transitions are hard, but definite. Transitions are always and constant. I think that when we just go with them, if we need to retreat, if you need to kind of like bang things around, if you need to express, do what it is you need to do to get through the transition. But the transitions can be ugly and transitions are uncomfortable and they're to be expected. So don't run from a transition, just go through it or retreat. If you need to just relax and lay down and not be bothered, go for it. But don't resist it because it just is going to make it harder. Let the transition happen. Pull out the marigolds. Sometimes things just have to go in order to bring in the new. I like that. Let the zinnias fly. Let the zinnias blossom. Let those colors pop. And like I said, if a marigold's got to go, it's got to go. There's going to be more marigolds, I promise. All right, my loves. Thanks again for being here. Please send in your voice notes. Don't worry about how you sound. It's all anonymous. No one cares about your voice or, no one's judging you. Send your voice notes. I want to do, your astrology here. And like, share, and join. Join, show your friends the podcast. Join me on Instagram at Crusty Crystals Pod and ThomasDale5 or on TikTok, The Wanderers or Crusty Crystals Podcast. Also, shout out to Jay at Florid Media. We love our studio. And our sponsor, Collective Beauty Skincare Studio, Christine Luisi. On a little bit of a somber note, I wanted to dedicate this episode to her because her mom unexpectedly passed away. That's tragic and traumatizing, but she is such a sweet soul, Christine, and her mother, super close. They were super close. We love you. We're thinking about you. We send you so much love. Visit her studio. Visit she's back to work because she's a Leo. She's got to do what she's got to do, and she's going to keep busy. But we want to send her love, and I want to talk about Collective Beauty Skincare Studio. They believe that everyone deserves to feel beautiful and confident in their own skin. Whether you're looking to combat signs of aging, clear up acne, get rid of unwanted facial hair, shape your eyebrows, achieve silky smooth legs, or just pamper yourself with a facial, they have the treatment for you. They really do. I mean, she does my face and my eyebrows. She's incredible. So if you mention the Crusty Crystals podcast, when you book a session with her, you get 25% off. So mention Crusty Crystals when you book with her. And send her love if you do see her. She is located in Malvern, New York. I'm going to put all the info in the bio so you can text her. It might be easier, or you could visit the website. I will put that all in the bio, but we are sending you love. We send this episode to you, to her dear mother who passed suddenly. We love you all. We love you, Christine. And that's it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye.